Over the last 13 years, I've had the good fortune of visiting Newfoundland and Labrador. And I must say, it's always been one of the best places to visit. I've watched whales breach in northern Newfoundland and had the privilege of seeing Gros Morne National Park. I've also visited the subarctic tundra of northern Labrador. The natural wild beauty of this place never ceases to amaze me. The fishing has been outstanding, especially the Atlantic salmon. We travel this week in search of these leaping silver bullets. Welcome everyone to the New Fly Fisher. I'm your host, Bill Spicer. This week we're at Big River Camps in Labrador. Now, I'm 71 years old, and I don't have the legs anymore for those long hauls that I used to do. This is the place you want to come when you're my age, because right in front of the lodge is the main part of the fishing. It's wonderful, the fishing's great. This is the place you want to come. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
That is absolutely huge. Look at him right there. This is insanity. Insanity.
Oh, that is a bright fish too, Merrick. That is excellent.
Salmon fishing is long periods of monotony broken up by complete friggin' chaos.
I've had 3 of the best days of fishing I've had in my life.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,
Labrador is on the eastern coast of the mainland of Canada and shares a border with the province of Quebec. It's rugged and wild, but it's also breathtakingly beautiful. Big River Camps operates a 5-star fishing lodge on the Big River in Labrador. The lodge is situated at the first rapids of the river, about 5 miles from the North Atlantic Ocean. The bonus is the rapids in front of the lodge is the first obstruction encountered by Atlantic salmon, also sea-run trout, and occasionally Arctic char. They navigate the 5 miles of relatively slow-flowing river from the ocean. The camp offers breathtaking views with all the comforts of home. This is not the first time I've visited Big River. I was here back in 2015 and the conditions were perfect. It was cool and misty and the water level was up. The fishing was incredible. This year though, conditions are different. The water level is low and it's the hottest I've ever seen in Labrador. In fact, the week I was there in Labrador was the warmest area in all of North America. This will affect the fishing and not in a good way. It's day 1 of our adventure here in Labrador, Big River Camps. Hopefully the salmon are on. It's a little bit early. We're here and they're catching them in the harbor, and we are the first stop on their trip through the river. So hopefully it gets better as the week goes on. Okay, there we go. Ready for me? Well, we've just landed. We're at the first pool, and there's a bit of a ledge here that Gary says most of the fish are going to be, but I'm still, as I go out there, I'm going to start short. So you try that first, and then work your way down to them, 6 inches to a foot at a time. Just pull out a 6 inches to a foot at a time, and then swing it. And all we're going to do is I'm going to keep my rod tip high and try to skitter the fly across the top.
See if I can see that fly. Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's doing his thing, yeah. I find with the Riffling hitch, you sort of got to keep the line tight at all the time.
Yep. Keep
in order to get it working.
That's right. Yeah. That's the idea of the high tip. I was told.
Yeah.
First time I come Atlantic salmon fishing, because most people they have their tip low and they're running a wet fly.
Yeah.
Here they want tip high. I know that. And what it does, I guess it brings it up to the top.
Yeah.
I can see it out there.
The way I fish, I usually look at the area, I find a target spot,
Yeah.
and I put my fly no more than a couple feet in front, and hold it tight so that when the fly goes over that spot,
That's right.
it's doing its thing, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's cases you might not see the fish take.
Be observant. Don't take your eyes off.
No,
you take
no.
your eyes off, that's when you're going to get a hit.
Yeah, that's right.
The riffle hitch, or riffling hitch, is a knot that helps the fly skim across the surface of the river or stream to attract fish feeding near the surface. Atlantic salmon fishermen commonly use it. The knot is tied after the primary knot connecting the fly to the leader, such as the clinch knot. It's simply a matter of tying a pair of half hitches behind the eye of the primary knot. When complete, you want the line to come out either the left side or the right side of the hook. River moving right to left, you want to put the hitch on the left of the hook. Opposite for the river moving left to right. Now, I'm placed with probably a common problem most of us as fly fishers run into. I got a pretty strong headwind right now. What do I do in order to get my line to get out? Because a lot of people will cast out and it'll just crash right in front of them. What I do is I cast high in the back, real high, and then cast low in the front, down low. So you're taking rather your trajectory from here, you're making your trajectory from here, back cast to the front cast. And this is how it's done. So what we do is we cast really high in the back and then punch it in the front. Now do you see that? I'll do it again. I pull it up really high in the back and punch it in the front. High, and I add a single haul to it and the line will punch right out. Again, high in the back, low in the front. High in the back, low in the front. As you can see, it's not going to be pretty, but you'll get it out. Blue charm, probably the most popular fly in all of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Okay, we always start in the front of the pool. Always start with a short casting, and just work the pool as you go. Move to the back of the, start with the front and slowly move to the back of the pool.
Right.
With short casts, with a small pool like this.
And just a little at a time.
Yeah.
Now you're not a lover of the long casts, so.
No, I like to see my fly at all times.
Okay. Okay, so we've crossed the main part of the pool.
That's right.
So now, instead of taking more line out,
Yeah, just
step down.
make a couple steps. That's all you gotta do.
There we go.
That way you're working the pool, right?
Working, sectioning off the whole pool.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I had an incident this year that happened to me. I arrived in Goose Bay, but my baggage didn't. I panicked at first, but they brought me in. They provided me with waders, quality boots, nice rod and reel that's really nice to cast, and a waiting staff. I'm fishing. This is where you want to come. They won't let an incident like that get in the way of a good time. Now you notice I've got a hoodie on. It's not that it's cold, it's far from cold. Why I have the hoodie on? They have a horsefly here in Labrador that's on steroids, and they call them stouts, and they bite hard. So I've got that up so it doesn't bite the back of my head. But they will swarm you. You're gonna need to bring bug spray, so just remember that. Big River Camps was made for a man my age. I can't walk miles to get to the best fishing anymore. Here, the best fishing is right in front of the lodge. I'm not exhausted when I come in to eat. This is the hottest I've ever witnessed in Labrador in my 13 years of visiting. The temperature got to 33 degrees Celsius or 92 degrees Fahrenheit. One thing I know about migratory fish, whether they are steelhead or Atlantic salmon, hot weather combined with low water will stop any fish entering the rapids. We need rain. Well, it did happen. The rain started. Only question is it going to be enough to move some fish in?
We suggest booking at Big River Camps at least 1 to 2 years in advance in order to get the week that you're looking at to fit your schedule. Generally, by booking in advance, I guess because we have repeat clients who already have certain weeks booked up, we suggest that you book in advance as soon as possible, and that way if a spot becomes available that due to a client, their mobility issues, not being able to return to Big River or whatnot, then a spot may be able to open up for any new clients. Another great aspect of Big River Camps, of course, we're the only lodge on Big River, and to start with, and so pool pressure is, just the people you fly in and out with, that's it. It's very easy wading. Anybody with mobility issues, that's definitely a plus. And you can fish directly in front of the lodge, and of course we have other pools as well, upriver and down at the mouth of the river.
It's the next day, and the rain we had last night only lasted about an hour. But did it bring enough fish in? That's the big question. How large is the run? We can only hope it was enough.
So this is my first trip into Labrador, and this has been amazing. It's been on my bucket list for years to do salmon fishing in this area, and the ability to do that in a wilderness, but with this type of luxury, has been phenomenal. Yeah, so it's been absolutely different experience than I've ever had with a salmon. We were on the top of a run. We could see a few fish in the run, so we knew they were there. I had been working up and down it a few times, and then we had switched flies, gone to the top of the run, and I skated the fly across the surface and it rose to it, but I missed it. We then waited a few minutes, did it again, it rose to again and I missed it. One of the things that I'd been instructed in other rivers I've fished is to let the fish take the fly. Here you're supposed to strike when the fish rises, and it was taking me a little bit to adjust to that. I actually rose the fish 8 times. We switched flies several times, but the fish was persistent, and I finally went back to the original fly, went over, the fish rose, and I set the hook, and we were off to the races. Several big runs, and fortunate to land that fish, that's for sure.
Oh. Woo! That fish rose 8 times for that fly. That's all, only 8 times. It was about ready to kill me.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful fish.
Although the rain did bring in a few fish, the relentless heat returned. Years ago, an old fisherman told me that when you're hot and uncomfortable, so are the fish. What a difference in conditions from my previous trip in 2015. On that trip, the conditions were perfect.
There he is.
Got him.
Got him
that time.
He's on.
That's good. Good. Now, what happened was we had the strike at first, and Humphrey says, relax the pool, which means just give him a second to get back in to position. And that's what he did. He settled back down, and then the very next cast, I was able to take him. We've had extremely cold weather up here. Well, it's not bad.
No, it's a nice one.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And good jumps. That's one thing about Atlantic salmon. You get wonderful jumps out of them. Fishing is picking up, yes, sir. Starting to get tired. Lots of good spots on them. And right top dead center, I call it. There we go.
There we go. Oh, fishy.
There we go. Now, you hold them up just a little bit so we can see them. There we go. Nice little grilse there. And that one, no effort there, for sure.
Let's get him good. There he is!
There we got him. Yes, sir.
He's on. You see what he did?
He
He did, yeah, but he did exactly the same thing as the other big fish did.
Yeah.
He started moving around the pool.
Yep.
I don't think it's the same fish. Boy, he looks small underwater, but he's a good sized fish, yeah.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Excellent. Get you to grab my net for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Right in the nose.
Just, come on, a little bit longer. He sees that net and he don't like it.
Bring it up, Bill.
Good man, good man. Woo-hoo.
There we go, buddy.
That's a fat one. He's not very long, but
he's fat. He's really fat, that guy is.
Yeah.
There's your
Thank
fly.
you, sir.
Bill, you want to grab your net there, Bill?
I sure will.
Look at that.
Oh, well.
There he is, right there, look.
It's okay. That's all right. It's all good. The occasional time they slip out of your fingers.
Yes, they do.
Besides outstanding Atlantic salmon fishing, there is other angling opportunities in the area.
It's a great excursion to take the jet boat, and one of our guides or a couple of the guides will take a couple of clients out to Ratling Brook for an excursion. And it's just beautiful out there. You're at the mouth of the river, you overlook the ocean. Sometimes you'll get the opportunity to see icebergs, which we did this past week. And also there's a beautiful falls there. There's a couple of real nice pools where the salmon generally come in there, and the sea run trout.
Colin and Jenna McEwen visited Big River a few years back and had a great time at Ratling Brook.
Today, my father and I are taking a jet boat trip downriver with Mitch and some others to check out a small stream that runs into the tidal waters. Our hope is to find and catch wild brook trout. The view is incredible as we swiftly meander down the river, spotting wildlife such as bears, eagles, and then seals in the tidal waters. We beach the jet boat, and Mitch soon sets me up on a deep pool that is below a small set of waterfalls. Literally my first cast, and I'm into a nice trout.
Okay, so we moved downriver of the lodge, and we've come to this set of falls, and there are large salmon in here, supposedly, but there are also, also sea trout, which can be so much fun to catch. So Mitch has put a bomber on my line, and I cast it out, and literally I'm just letting it float back in the water, and the fish are just slamming the fly. All right, let me see if I can find anybody else. Whoa!
That's a nice one. There you go.
That was so cool. He just came, sipped it right off the water. That was wild. Oof. Thanks, Mitch. Man, that was a beautiful first fish, and we've been barely fishing for 10 minutes. We've hooked into 3 fish and landed one, and you can see them coming up and surfacing and the turning in the water, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm so excited to see what else we can pull out of this river.
The next few hours are nothing short of spectacular. One brook trout after another smashed into the topwater offerings. Then, to my surprise, something special took my fly off the surface.
Holy cow, that is a big salmon. So my fly had just disappeared into a little bit of the few of the bubbles on the surface, and I barely saw the take of this salmon, but wow. Mitch, what would you like me to do here?
Where is he? Come over here.
Got him? Wow.
Nice.
Thanks, Mitch. That was an awesome salmon and an awesome take.
The rooms here are the lodge here is fantastic. It's spacious, it's well built. It somehow manages to stay cool despite some warm temperatures that we've been having outdoors. So it's been absolutely delightful. The rooms are individual, so everybody gets their own room and their own bathroom. It's been absolutely wonderful. The food is extraordinary. There's plenty of food and great quality. We've had moose, we've had brook trout, we've had steaks, and you couldn't ask for better food or accommodations. It's a fantastic lodge, living in luxury, frankly. Yes, would I recommend this place to anybody? I would heartily endorse anybody who is thinking about coming for salmon. This is a fantastic place to do it. You can live comfortably until it's time to go fishing, and then when you're ready to go fishing, it's simple to get to the fish and relatively easy wading too. You don't have to go much more than knee deep, and the currents aren't too strong where you're standing. It's really a great place to come fishing.
It's our final day, and it's a lot cooler than it has been. Hopefully that's going to change things. I've actually spotted fish. That one fish that went by, I saw its tail and everything going by in this run here. So I know they're there, and we just got to entice them up and to take the fly. So this is it for me. But there's lots of fish in. It's just this heat has really held them off. So wish me luck.
Hello,
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Did one just rise, sir?
Yes.
Okay. There are two distinct rise forms you will see when fishing for Atlantic salmon. The first is a fish leaping completely out of the water and landing with a big splash. It's agreed among most guides that this fish is on the move, and by the time you cast to the rise, the fish has moved ahead in the pool, thus not seeing your fly. The second rise is more like a porpoise, where the head and the dorsal fin is only seen. This is the active fish, and it's likely to strike at a fly. If the fish strikes at your fly and is unsuccessful, wait a minute or so before casting back at the run. This gives the fish time to settle back. There we go, fish on. Wow, it's been a long haul, but I finally got something to strike. Can't tell how big it is yet. Or even if it's a trout or a salmon. Oh, I guess we're never gonna find out. Just the luck I got. It's okay. I've worked hard. We got the right conditions right now. And where that fish hit wasn't over here where I thought it would, but right below me. All I saw was a head come up and grab it. So I just lost the fish, and I checked my knot. Everything was good. Put it right back out, and exactly where that fish took, I got another strike. Okay, got another. He struck again. So what I'm going to do is give it 30 seconds to a minute rest, and then put the fly by it again. That's generally what they do here. You don't want to cast immediately again. If you had a strike, give it 30 seconds to a minute, and then try again. The equipment necessary is a 9-foot number 8 or number 9 stiff action rod with a matching reel. Large arbor is recommended, but not necessary, as a spindle reel will work just fine. What is important is the smooth, dependable drag system. The river is large enough, if you would like, to bring a switch rod or a two-handed spey rod. Floating lines only, as there are regulations on using weight on or in your line. The flies we use for Big River are standard wet flies, such as Thunder and Lightning, White Wing Blue Charm, Hair Wing Blue Charm, Harry Mary, and a local favorite, None of Your Business. Have these in sizes from 4 through to size 12. Don't forget to bring a supply of bombers in various colors and sizes. The action suddenly stopped. 2 reasons I've experienced when this happens. First is the fish have had too many flies drifted over them, or they have moved upstream. My feeling is they've moved out. Time for lunch, and hopefully better luck this afternoon. After a quick bite, We chatted with Big River Camp's manager, Judy Normore, about other pools to explore and how easy they are to get to.
Of course, the other pools upriver, there's boats at different pools, and as well from the main lodge to go up the trail to those other pools, we access it by side. So therefore, our clients don't have to walk the trail unless they want to. Some do like to hike the trail, but most generally we take them up, or the guides do, via side by side. It's much more comfortable, and you've got that extra spunk, I guess, when you get to the pools, that you're not tired from the trek up.
After lunch, guide David Piercy joined me. We're headed back out for one last try. Wish me luck.
You just come right over one.
Did I?
Yeah. Hey, I just seen a couple flash over there too.
Did you?
Yeah, oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Hook one?
Okay. You had a nice strike.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait 30
relax.
seconds. This is the hard part, when you get a rise like that, and you gotta give it 30 seconds to rest and then put it back over. Right in here.
Where's the two? Handy there?
Right in here, yeah.
Oh, you got no.
He did it again, okay.
Hey, hold on. Bill, take it back.
Yeah,
Bill,
did it again.
Bill. That was a good rise.
That was a good rise.
Now you had two like that now?
Yes, sir, two.
Relax.
I
Bill.
gave
Take
it
your time,
30
take your time.
seconds.
Take your time. Trying again. You never hitting anyway.
No, he didn't taste it.
Nope. Let him go there again.
Right about here.
Oh,
I got him. I got him.
Oh, way to go. Take it easy, Bill. Take it easy, my friend. Only a small grouse, but that's on.
Doesn't feel like it's real big,
No,
but it's a fish.
it's a fish. Take your time,
I worked
bud.
hard for it.
Take your time.
Yes, sir. Got to keep a tight line, though.
Oh, yes, yeah. Bring him right to me, Bill.
Got to try to keep the bend in the rod.
Yep. Up a little bit.
Oh,
Keep it up a little bit.
he doesn't like your face there, Dave.
No, keep it up a little bit, buddy. I don't blame him. Keep it up
Every
a
time I
little bit.
bring him close to you, he takes off again.
Keep it up, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Just a
hang on.
second.
This time, nope. Oh, not gone, is he?
You know,
That was my fault.
wait a minute. I don't even know where he is.
Right
Dave.
there.
Oh, there he is.
Hang on.
Oh, he's gone.
No, he's not. He's not gone.
He's gone. That's okay.
I got him.
Oh, you got him. Oh, my. You the man. Because he spit the hook just at the last minute, and you got him. There we go. That's great. Hold it until it swims out of your hands.
There he goes.
Beautiful. Well,
What do you think?
that came up twice.
I know.
You know the hardest thing to do is when a fish rises, not to put the fly immediately back over him. Give him 30 seconds to rest and then put it over him. He rose up twice, third time he took it. He just hammered it when he did take it.
I said-
Bam!
You got it.
Yes, sir. It's been a long week for me because of the heat that we've had here. I've never experienced such heat in Labrador as I did this week. It was terrible. It was over 30 degrees one day.
For me, the fishing has been tough this week. The conditions were extreme and the fish were put off completely. I found out later this was the same across all the lodges in Labrador. That's fishing. You can't control the weather. As I stand in the river contemplating what I'm seeing,
I'm just taking it in.
Yeah, I know you is, Bill. I can read your mind, buddy. I can read your mind.
I'm reminded of a saying from Roderick Haig Brown. Perhaps fishing is, for me, only an excuse to be near rivers. My feeling exactly. For more information on this show and more in our series, visit us on the web at thenewflyfisher.com. From all of us here at The New Fly Fisher, thanks for joining us. Tight lines. We'll see you next time.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association. Scientific Anglers. Trout Unlimited. WeatherTech Canada.